If I need a cup of water, I'll just tell you.
All right, everyone. Oh, man. Do we have a special one for us today? This is a highly requested guest. Local hero, local legend, local Hispanic brother here with us today. Jesse Gómez. Thanks for coming on today.
Well,
You are a legend. I'll have you know that many people have requested this podcast today.
I think you've been our most highly requested podcast guest so far.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How does that make you feel?
I just work. I don't really care about my recognition or reputation or anything. It's like, just go work. Go do what you need to do. Take care of some stuff. Talk to some people.
Yeah.
All that fun jazz and yeah.
Well, it sounds like what you're doing is working. I know you aren't trying to build a reputation out there, but it's definitely growing.
I try not to.
You got a reputation on the streets?
You have street cred, Jesse?
I don't think I do, but if somebody tells me that I got it, then all right, cool.
Jesse, let me ask you this: who are you?
Who the heck am I?
What is your full name?
What is my full name?
Yeah.
So my full name is Jesse David Gómez. All right.
Jesse David Gómez.
Yeah. And for all the people that are not, a darker shade of skin.
Wait, are you Mexican?
Not even. That is what people.
It's a misconception.
That's what it is.
So what are you?
Well. Originally I'm from LA, and when you're from
LA,
yep. When you're from LA, you're a Dodgers fan.
You're a Dodgers fan, huh?
Come on.
So that's what you are. You don't classify as Mexican. You don't classify as American.
You're not Hispanic.
You're not Hispanic.
I mean, that's what I consider myself.
You are a Dodgers fan.
I'm a Dodgers fan, but I come from Salvadorian descent.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
So my mom, she comes from El Salvador. She didn't come into the States till, golly, I want to say 2000,
Great year.
Yep, and then 1 year later, I pop into the world.
Really?
Somehow, in some way, apparently.
Thank goodness you're here, brother.
I know, right?
Making the world a better place.
I try.
So let me ask you this, Jesse. I really want to talk about this. You've got a style to you. You walk around with a certain, aura to you.
You have a persona.
You have a great persona. Can you elaborate on this? I mean, you've got the hair slicked back, you got the mustache, you got the chains, you got the watch, you got the handkerchief hanging out of the
pocket,
and you got a leather jacket.
I like to look nice.
Well, you do a dang good job at it.
Yeah, I mean, really, only reason why I look nice, I got it from my dad, my uncles.
They're all stone cold foxes,
my grandfather as well. Really, from my grandfather.
El Chapo.
I wish. If he was my grandfather, I wouldn't even be here right now. I'd be out somewhere just taking money from somebody. But that ain't how I roll.
I'm
happy for you.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. It is good.
Yeah, but like I said, it's good to be here. It was a kind of a fight to get to here.
What? Why's that?
Snowstorms. I don't do very well in the cold. I really don't.
So
a Dodgers fan doesn't do good in the snow, huh?
Tropical people just don't really deal with snow whatsoever.
So you're more of I'm gonna sit on the beach. I'm gonna drink a piña colada and chill.
Yeah,
That's Jesse. You're not I'm gonna go drink a nice craft beer and go hit the slopes. That's not you.
No, not even, man.
Okay.
So what are you doing right now, Jesse?
Right.
Tell me you've been busy.
Just going to school, truck driving school, and
truck driving school.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're trying to get your CDL license?
That's the plan, son.
Awesome. I don't know much about that school, but how much longer do you have?
About a month.
Ooh, dang, boy.
Yep.
How long is that school?
So depending on where you go, it can vary from 2 weeks all the way to maybe 2 months. Mm-hmm. It just depends where you go and how much you want to pay.
That's probably a big part of it.
That's a struggle sometimes for a lot of people.
Gotcha.
They want to get it because, well, either they've been wanting to do it since they were a little boy or girl, whatever, or they're like, well, it's a backup, and we'll use it as a backup. For me, I've been waiting ever since I moved from California. So yeah.
Dang.
So what's the plan once you get your CDL? Where do you go from there?
Probably go to Alberta, hit up one of my connections.
Got some connections on Alberta, huh?
Yeah.
Alberta to Canada?
No, not Alberta, Canada.
Oh,
no,
I thought that's what you
That's
thought. I thought you'd have connections on the other side.
We gotta go. Then we gotta go to another country. That'd be. Whew.
Yeah, you mostly stay in the south side of the border, don't you?
I mean,
just kidding, man.
I don't know, man.
So what's this connection you got in Alberta?
So the connection, it's a guy that I've been friends with since I was like maybe 12, 13.
Okay.
He's been trucking for over 30 years.
Wow. So he's got his foot in the game.
He's
foot
dedicated.
in the door. Right.
He's dedicated. He's a member as well.
Oh, the church.
Mm-hmm. Super cool guy.
Yeah.
I didn't know much of him, but a talk that he gave, it involved trucks. I'm like, you're a truck driver, dude? Come on. Didn't even know that.
Okay. So how did you meet him?
So how I met him, I want to say...
What's his name?
His name is Alan Davis.
Alan Davis.
Yeah.
That's a very...
So does he have like a truck company? Like he just like has drivers drive for him? So you'll hook up with him, become one of his drivers? And
pretty much.
What will you be hauling around? Do you know, or does he just do everything?
I want to say it's going to be flatbed. It's going to be livestock. From what I could remember, I want to say lowboy, which is heavy hauling stuff.
Yeah.
From what I heard, I think. And that's really about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me about this talk that kind of sparked your interest.
It was so his talk kind of, how the heck? He told it in a way how he did it. It was a story. The story was he was out in Colorado doing a run out there and coming back to Utah. He got stuck on I-70 from what I remember. Oh. And it's a snowstorm,
Of course.
And Colorado, we're in the Rockies, dude. It's going to be snowy. You're going to have...
You're going to have that Rocky Mountain high.
Oh, yeah. Elevation's a little higher, Yeah. And from
People
there...
are a little higher there as well?
We bit higher when I was over there for 2 years.
Yeah.
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 Did you ever get high while you were over there?
I didn't get high, but the landlord that owned the apartment complex that I was living at, about every 2 days, yeah, it's going to stink.
So, he lights one up?
He'll light one up no matter what.
Gotcha.
It don't matter if it's in the morning or we're having lunch or it's going to be in the evening. It no matter when. It's going to stink.
420 blazing always, right?
Pretty much.
So you may have been unintentionally high.
No.
Is what you're saying.
No.
You had a secondhand high, Jesse.
I mean, like, okay. First night.
You were like, oh, let's stay home for lunch a little longer today.
Well, hang on, look. So it's like this.
Started getting the munchies up in there, huh?
No. It was after like 10 months. 10 months in my first area, my mission presence.
Let's preface this. Why were you in Colorado, just so people understand?
So the reason why I was in Colorado, I got called over there to serve as a missionary.
Okay.
And when you get called up, well, that's where you're going, right? You got called up to Portugal, and Cooper, remind me, where'd you go?
I went to Canada.
You went to Canada.
Yeah.
I stayed in the States, apparently, sadly.
It's all right. The States are good missions.
But it works, right? It works.
God's work needs to be done in every part of the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you did it in Colorado. Thank goodness you did it in Colorado.
And to be honest, I actually enjoyed it.
Okay.
I was a bit surprised.
You were AP, weren't you?
No. Sadly,
really?
No, I did
not. That
not.
shocks me. If I was a mission president, I would make you my AP.
Jesse, you strike me as just a natural born leader.
You were born to lead.
Man. I don't know about that.
I would follow you anywhere.
I mean, I feel like is that not the vibe you're trying to put off? You know, you're rocking the chain, the slick back hair.
I don't try.
The stash.
Look, I don't just try. I mean, just do it.
Just do it.
Like if I saw you walking down the street, and I just take a little glance over there,
swagger and all, huh?
Swagger and all, I would be like, I need to follow this man. Yeah. I don't know who he is
or where he's going,
what he's doing, but I need to follow him.
Just work your butt off, Work your butt off, and you can get to places where you want to be.
Is that what you do?
I try.
Walk us through your morning routine.
Morning routine is, you get up, maybe shower in the morning,
Maybe. Just a big maybe on that one, huh?
Depends, right?
Well, if you wanna feel good, well, take a shower.
Take a shower.
And you get out of the shower, do your hair if you have to. I'm not saying every guy or woman's, do it, but if that's what you feel like you want to do.
Like you do it.
I do it because it makes me feel good.
Well, you look good.
Right,
Look good, feel good, right?
Well, I remember in high school, you would buzz that boy.
Yeah.
You'd have a buzz head, and I would go like this all 24/7. Woo! Look at that hair.
Well, I mean, it might feel like a microphone, but it's all good, It worked. It worked, though.
Okay, so keep walking through. You gotta do your hair, right? Make yourself feel good in the morning.
Make some breakfast. Eat some good stuff. And what else? After that, get the car, whatever you're driving, get that started, let it warm up for a little bit, and drive off to wherever you need to go.
Right.
Work, school, maybe a date, who knows?
Pick up a chica.
Possibly.
Jesse, you do strike me as one that would be good with the ladies.
Come on, man.
So
it's true.
I think the people want to know: is there a lady in Jesse Gómez's life right now?
Right now.
Right now. If a woman is watching this podcast sees your stone cold fox face on here, as like, I want to be with this man.
Right now, nothing.
Do they have to go ahead?
Right now, nothing. I mean, earlier before we started the show, Creighton, you was asking if there was a certain someone in my life right now. But I was talking to this one chick. We met out in California this last summer.
California love.
Yep.
California dreaming.
We met out in California, and I just spent like a week over there visiting, family. At the time, I was staying with my grandparents.
Okay.
And she was one of the missionaries, right?
Right. Oh.
And when you're a guy, you see something that's gonna catch your undivided attention. And I'm pretty sure that's happened with you and with you when you was meeting with Bracken.
She has all my undivided attention. I'll tell you that right now.
Speaking of which, how did you meet her?
Oh, how did I meet Bracken, my wife?
I think
That's a great question.
The people that are asking right now, I think they want to know.
Hey, don't you try to throw this. You finish your story. I want to know more about this chica fresa.
So this woman came from Miami, Florida.
Oh, is she Cuban?
I wished she was. I wished she was. Because look, you gotta remember this. Spanish, yes, it's a language.
That's true.
With a crap load of dialects.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I mean, you got Spain Spanish.
Spain Spanish.
Colombian Spanish.
Argentine. The Argentine people.
Oh.
They'll jerk my chain sometimes.
Yes, they will.
Come on.
You got Colombia, Venezuela, and you got Uruguay, Bolivia, right?
Don't even forget about Puerto Rico.
Puerto Ricanos, yeah, you got those people. But yeah, it's just the dialects. If somebody from Puerto Rico were to speak to me in Spanish, I'm gonna lose about like maybe 30% of what they're saying.
Well,
the other
Dominican Republic's peoples, they speak fast.
I'd lose in like 10 seconds. I'm not gonna get you.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna tell me that they've already told a story within that 10 seconds. I'm like, what?
All right.
Back to the
story.
So she was a missionary at the time. My grandmother told me that, okay, there's missionaries that are coming over. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, right? Nothing crazy. Let them come. All these missionaries, they're all women. Nothing crazy. About two of them were from Utah. One was from Georgia. The other was from Miami, which is the one that I referred.
Right.
That's when it got crazy.
Caught my undivided attention.
Like, there was no one else in the room besides you and her.
Essentially. Essentially. Anywho, we get to talking a little bit, and
Chatting in Spanish, maybe?
a bit of both,
Are you pulling the moves right now?
Am I pulling the moves right now?
Yeah. Are you flirting it up with her?
You can't. Well, see, I mean,
Were you flexing the biceps?
if you're trying to pull a move on,
Did you pop the chain when she walked in?
I mean, at the time, I don't even know if I had the chain on. All I know is I had, clothes on and a hat, the boots and all
mojo.
that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty normal, nothing crazy.
Right.
We get to talking for a little bit, but you can't really pull a move when somebody's got a name tag on.
Yeah,
Just
you
can't.
gotta be careful.
Good
That's the
point.
Lord's servant.
Till 6 months later,
Oh.
yeah. Till 6 months later, she reached out to me and
She reached out to you, huh?
because we were planning to chop it up, do something together, and well, what do you know? We start to go out, and where I took her, I mean, she wanted to watch a movie. I think it was the second Black Panther film.
Ooh, great film.
Wasn't
Well, I've never seen it, but.
I wasn't expecting it to be 3 hours.
Oh.
Yeah.
You are holding her hand, weren't you, you dirty dog? You took the back row, didn't you?
No, actually. If we took the back row, we'd be sitting right on top of everybody else looking down and all that, but no. No.
Yeah.
Yep. And what else? Then we meet up a second time in December. I want to say Pearl Harbor Day, I think.
Okay.
I think it was the Christmas devotional, worldwide one.
Oh, yes.
We met a second time. When I went to go pick her up, she come running out of the house. I'm like, whoa, hold up, where you going?
Right.
I'm like, hold up, I'm
Like,
gonna
get
walk.
back here, girl.
Yeah, I was like, I was gonna knock on the door,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
She come running out. I'm like, hold up, relax. Take a breath.
Right.
Catch your breath a little bit, and let's talk 5 minutes, and then we'll go to Salt Lake.
Right.
And yeah, that's about it. And
So why was she so crazy?
running out of the house?
Yeah.
She thought we were in a hurry. I'm like,
We ain't in a hurry.
well, I was not in a hurry, but apparently for her, okay. We're going in a hurry, apparently.
So where's that now?
Where is that now?
Yeah.
Taking her out since then?
No, so right now, she is up in Idaho, up at BYUI.
So that's why you're getting your CDL, huh? Hoping to take a few trips north?
If I bump into her again, then cool. If not, keep moving, there's always better options, But you landed, I think, the perfect one for you.
I did. I sure did, my friend.
Yeah, that's my side of the story of how I met a woman. Well, how you and Bracken, how'd you meet? Come on.
That's a good one. That is a good question, Jess. Jess dog, Jess brother, Jess hermano, and Cristo. Me and Bracken, yeah, as you know, we went to high school together.
Okay.
Okay. We went to high school. She's a year older than me. I like older women.
Okay.
Okay. And me and Bracken, we weren't really friends at the time. But you ever heard of the natural man?
What did you do to get this woman off of you? Like, what happened?
I saw Bracken.
The better question is, Jesse, is what did he do to get her on him?
Oh, come on. Don't even pay attention to this man. But,
Okay.
I saw Bracken.
All right.
She started talking to me.
Órale. There you go.
Si, senor.
Órale.
And she's like flirting it up with me.
She saw this big, muscular man grabbing them biceps. Oh man, come on.
Oh, come on, man. You're going to make me blush, man.
Come on, keep going.
Okay, so we start talking, right? She's flirting with me, and I'm like, you know what? She's cute.
Okay.
I say she was flirting with me, but I was actually flirting with her too.
Okay. So when did that kick in?
My junior year of high school is when this is happening. Okay.
Oh, so this was something that I want to say I didn't even really notice it whatsoever.
Not a lot of people knew about this.
So you were like...
Let me tell the story and you'll understand.
Okay.
So we started talking, right? And I was in Hawaii when we started talking. And I was in a very complicated situation. Okay. We'll just leave it at that. So...
Complicated. See, when you say complicated, that just tells me right there, you just have top secret right there.
Yeah. Classified, top secret. Okay. Put it under the...
Under the sea. Put it underneath the rug.
Under the sea.
You know?
Under the sea. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. So we started talking. I get home. I'm going to be honest. You ever heard of a drive? We went on a drive.
A drive.
And on this drive, our lips interlocked.
So what you're telling me right now, you decide to go to Makeout Reef? That's what you're telling me?
Guess you could say that.
All right.
Well, we did that, and that complicated situation I was talking about, which is stamped classified.
Yeah.
Got more complicated because of this. Needless to say.
Were you seeing somebody before her? What was... Okay.
Like I said, we'll just leave it at it's classified, super complicated situation. We'll save everyone the headache of the story. But anyway, made the situation more complicated. So you know what I did? I didn't talk to Bracken again. And I missed out because she is literally the most... Just, like, there's not words.
She caught your attention, man.
She had my undivided attention,
She
Jesse.
caught you. She just...
But anyway, I had to cut that, and I had to make it divided, and I just forgot about her, right? Okay? Then I went through school, I finished high school, then I went on my mission.
There you go.
Right? Jesus is awesome. Amen.
I love that, man. That's what's...
But anyway, came home. I dated around, dude. And none of these girls weren't doing it for me.
So basically, anybody else that you tried to talk to just wasn't really making...
Wasn't for me.
Wasn't cutting it, basically.
No, wasn't cutting it.
Okay.
And then, Bracken, I always had this weird, not weird, but I always had like an infatuation with Bracken. I always felt drawn to her. I'm not gonna lie.
In the back of your mind, it's like, this one's like,
right.
What is it,
Right, exactly. So, anyway, I decided to go on a date. Actually, I went on our first date after I got home from my mission. I haven't talked to her in like 4 or 5 years. Now 4 years, right?
It's been a while.
And so me and Cooper, I asked Bracken. Cooper asked another girl on a date. We went on a first date.
So your wingman went along with you, huh?
Yep, my wingman came. I was there. And needless to say, it worked out, my friend. Nice. And it's going super, super well.
Nice, man.
And my moral of the story for you, Jess Dog, and Cooper, actually, this is for both of you.
This is, good advice because, we ain't got that yet.
Yeah, I usually don't wear it, but I decided to wear it today.
Hey, gots to.
Yeah, I do. You're right. And anyway, my advice for you fellas is do God's work hard, and it's just going to happen. It's going to fall into your lap. That's what happened with Bracken. She just came upon my path, and here we are, right?
Yeah, man.
So
I dig it. I likes that.
Yeah, thanks, brother.
I likes that.
Gracias, brother.
There you go.
So I have another question for you, Jesse.
Hit me.
You talked about you're in the process of getting your CDL, right?
Yep.
The women are just all over you. Obviously you can't keep them off with a 12-foot pole.
Exactly.
Which is understandable.
Uh-huh.
I get it.
But what's the next step for you, Jesse? Like, what's the goal? Jesse, 10, 15 years down the road, where do you want to be at?
10 to 15 years down the road. Ooh, man, we're going ways.
We're getting deep here.
I want to say, because I was talking with a couple of people. I want to probably live down in St. George,
Out of the snow.
Out of the snow. Like, don't get me wrong. The snow, it's nice when you're not freezing your butt off.
Yeah, that's
right.
Right. We know all about that today.
Yep. Just go live down in St. George. I want to start my own truck company.
Okay.
My dad and I, we were talking about it. He's like, Mijo, look, what you ought to do is this. Go get 5 other guys to drive for you, and get 5 other trucks as well. And, eventually expand that operation a little bit, Maybe do it in Colorado, probably do it in Arizona, New Mexico, pretty much any surrounding state that is around Utah with Texas in it. And I want to involve Oregon and Washington as well.
Dang.
Yeah.
You have an empire on your mind.
That's the plan. It's a long road.
That's why you're a trucker, brother.
And
you can handle those long drives.
And it ain't gonna be easy too, because you know how truck drivers are. You know, they might be nice, or they are gonna give you a lot of crap.
Amen.
Well, when I look at you, I see someone that could stick up for themselves. You know.
Pretty much.
I feel like these other truck drivers might be intimidated by Jesse.
I'd be.
If you
Would
can,
you agree with that?
I mean, look. I am no better than any driver. I'm no better than you guys. You know, I would consider myself, hey, I'm just here to work, make a decent buck. You know, provide a little bit. You know, put some food on the table here and there. And you know, the end goal. I mean, people always say this, Jesse. Why are you the way you are? Just be nice to people. That's
Amen.
all you gotta do.
That's what Jesus did.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Just be nice to people. That's all you gotta really do. If you're nice to them, they'll be nice to you.
Exactly.
If you ain't nice to them, good luck. You're not gonna make that end of the table. You're not gonna make it.
I don't think so either.
So that's how you're going to start your empire. Just be nice to these other truckers.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully grow the trucking empire, and just take over the trucking in the Western U.S. Huh?
Yep. I mean, come on, we're the best in the West.
Best in the West, baby.
Yeah.
Do you have a name for this trucking company yet?
Actually, I kind of got a glimpse.
Got a glimpse? I mean, if you're trying to save it, it's all understandable. But I know we'd love to hear this name.
So the name I kind of finalized on was Jesse Gómez Transportation.
Jesse Gómez Transportation.
Yeah, I think I just got chills when I heard that.
Yeah, that felt right.
Yeah.
That felt right.
The reason why is because I chose that name in particular is because this past August went to my first truck show. And so I got to see a whole bunch of different semi-trucks. And it wasn't just the semi-trucks. You got your crane trucks, fuel trucks, you got dump trucks, you got pretty much anything that you could think as a truck that's bigger than an average size truck. Think of that, but they look really, really nice. Mm-hmm.
What's the dream setup? What is it? Kenworth? Peterbilt?
Actually, it's going to be a Peterbilt.
Ooh, really?
I don't want to say a Peterbilt. I want to do a low roof, you know.
Right.
8-inch stacks, you know, make it mean, right?
Mm.
Black it out.
Black it out.
But put a pearl in it and make it a midnight blue. Oh. So far away, it might look black, but when you get closer and that sun hits, wait a minute, look up how much blue there is.
It's blue.
Yep.
You think it's black?
But it's
blue, baby.
It's got some blue in it.
Holy crap, dude, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm real excited for this. I can't wait till the day I'm driving down I-15.
If you see a beautiful black truck, then you'll know it's gonna be me probably.
From a distance, I see a black truck, and then I get closer and see the midnight blue and see Jesse Gómez Transportation just plastered on the side.
Yep.
You think me and Cooper can hop in one of those times and like do a ride along with you?
I don't see why not.
You gonna have a sleeper?
Oh, definitely.
Can we have a sleepover with you?
I mean, it's not going to be very spacious, but
hey, we cuddle, man.
We can
form a human taco. I know you like that.
No, I mean, well, I can always do something, you know.
It'd be fun.
Make something happen, you know.
You know, I have the opportunity with my line of work right now. I have the opportunity to work with a lot of truckers.
There you go.
I work in the asphalt industry.
I think I remember it was what was it? Zeke's wedding, I think. I think you mentioned that.
Right.
Something like that.
So we have a lot of truckers hauling asphalt, hauling oil, hauling all sorts of stuff for us.
There you go.
So, you know, I get to see firsthand a lot of these truck drivers. They're interesting people.
Yep. Any driver that you'll meet, they will come from all walks of life.
That's true.
Regardless of skin color, basically.
Amen, brother. And skin color don't matter.
Not even
an ounce. Right? We're all brothers in Christ.
Yep.
That's what I like to say.
Yep. And it works.
Yeah.
It works. But yeah.
So, let me go for it.
Okay. I'm trying to get deep with you here, Jesse.
Oh man.
This is a pretty deep question.
Hey,
might make you think, but I'm really curious.
Go ahead.
As we can see, you're a pretty cool guy. People looking in from the outside, they see you and they're like, I wish I could be this guy. But my question to you is, what is the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to Jesse Gómez?
Oh, we're getting deep. Let's hear it, brother.
How many of y'all remember Friendsgiving of 2018?
That's what I thought you were going to say. I legit think I know what he's going to say.
Okay. And you remember...
Just say it, brother.
You remember Kira. Right?
Oh, I remember. Yep.
You took her to prom, right?
Yes, I
In
did.
that convertible Mustang.
Yes,
I think that was my first memory of you, Jesse, is seeing you roll at prom with Kira.
I didn't want to roll up in a
convertible
Mustang,
Mustang.
okay? I wanted to roll up in my dad's SUV. Because I was way more comfortable in that than the Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
No, the Mustang blew everyone out of the water, brother.
I hated it.
It was awesome.
I hated it.
I was jealous.
I was
Not
jealous
even
too.
gonna lie.
If you're jealous, great. For me personally, I just hated the Mustang for some reason.
Not a Mustang fan, huh?
Not remotely. Well, okay. Mustangs are okay. I ain't the biggest Ford fan per se. You know what I mean? I'm more of a GM person. Something that's a little bit more...
What about Dodge Ram products?
It's actually up there, actually.
Yeah. Anyway,
they're
sorry.
They're not bad. But anyway, the night of the Friendsgiving, I was expecting dinner. I mean, and maybe, we'll chop it up, nothing crazy, right?
Maybe a little smooch? No?
I was not
Wasn't
expecting
on your
that
mind?
whatsoever.
Okay.
Because I've never been in that type of situation before. I didn't know what to do, how to react.
Right.
And that's where I was like, I froze with Kira. I didn't know what to do.
Right.
I wasn't expecting to play freaking spin the bottle with a woman that I've never met or seen in my entire life.
So you remember who started the spin the bottle game?
You think I'm not going to forget who this jackwagon is? I know who
Call
he
him
is.
out on the podcast.
Jace, why'd you do this?
Jay Stykes, if you're listening, why'd you do that, brother?
I love you, but my guy, come on. I've already had a chat with you months after, but it's okay. Hey. No grudge to be held or nothing like that. Forgave the man and all that. Had to straighten him up a little bit. Just
You
a
rough
little
him off
bit.
a little bit?
Straighten him up. Plus his sister was there too, so she got kind of witnessed that as well. Fun to watch. Just kidding. No. Anywho, back to the story. I didn't know, like I said, I just didn't know what to do.
Okay, so I haven't heard this story before.
Okay.
So if I have this straight, you went to Friendsgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Kira was in attendance.
I didn't know that she was going to be there. I didn't know anybody, essentially.
Okay, so you just roll up.
I roll up because I got invited.
Uh-huh. Eat dinner,
Eat
and
some food, talk to some people who, I might recognize, who I didn't recognize, and that's what I was just expecting.
And next thing you know, spin the bottle's being played.
I didn't. What are you gonna do? Like in a situation, if you've never ever been with another woman, like another person that is the opposite gender, what do you do in that situation? You either talk or you're gonna have to give a big old freaking smooch.
Big old base.
Yeah. I didn't do that. She walks off all pissed off, right? She was not having it, so I'm like,
You had to chase her.
I had to.
You had to go after her.
But didn't. Instead, I got so mad at Jace. I'm like, dude, what the freak? Come on. Why'd you do that,
Did you go El Chapo Jr. on him? About?
I was like, I wanted to cuss him out, but I was like, you know what? Let's just put the filter on it, straighten him out, and just move on.
Yeah.
And then about maybe 3 or 4 weeks before prom happened, I'm like, I'm gonna reach out to her just to see what's going on.
Good.
She thought I was playing when I asked her out. It took a while till I convinced her,
Right.
I mean, she probably didn't expect someone, as good looking as you to ask her out.
Not at all. Not at all.
She's blindsided by it.
Yep. And then the day of prom, it was great and all that. You know how it was, right?
Right.
What I did not know was that this woman could not eat any dairy products whatsoever.
Oh. No, lactose intolerant.
I did not know that this woman could have.
Every time.
Because when we had dinner at your place right here,
we had it here. Yeah,
we had it here. What I did not know is that she could not have the freaking salads. She couldn't have that. I did not know that.
Crime.
So I was like, okay, I gotta remember this next time whenever I see or meet a woman. Gotta ask what they can eat and what they cannot eat, right?
Right.
So, yeah. Other than that, it was good times, and yeah, that's probably the most embarrassing moment, Cooper. But thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, thanks for opening up.
Yeah, that takes a lot of courage. A lot of courage.
But other than that, did you two have any embarrassing moments? I'm pretty sure you had some.
I've quite a few.
I've had lots of them, man.
Any that stick out in your mind, brother?
There is one. I don't know. I try to keep this on the down low.
Hey.
I haven't told many people.
You're gonna tell this on the podcast?
It's a different one.
This is okay. I'm just a guest. So, like you said, if you feel free to be open, go ahead.
Anyway,
I'm just here to.
This is back in junior high. I think 7th grade.
Okay, so this is
grade
like
Cooper.
This is way before I knew who the heck you were.
I don't know. I don't think Crane went to Salem Junior High yet.
Okay.
Were you in Salem Junior High?
No,
Mount Nebo, right?
I went to Mount Nebo.
Mount Nebo. Yep. So you weren't even there.
Yeah.
But anyway, at Salem Junior High, they do a teachers versus students basketball game every year. And they do like the 9th grade versus the teachers or whatever, and then the rest of the students would come in.
Okay.
So anyway, I have a group of friends at the time. No, we aren't bad kids, but we just like pull lots of shenanigans, just like to have some fun. So anyway, we're filing into the gym.
Okay.
And I'm like in the front row, right at half court, right? And this is before the game starts, so everyone's kind of shooting around. And someone shoots a basketball.
No.
Bounces off the rim.
No.
And rolls right to me.
Okay.
I'm like, this is my chance, right?
No.
I gotta throw this up.
No.
The confidence is at all-time high. I'm like, I got this. So I jump out with first row, grab it, and just throw up a shot, right?
Okay.
I didn't really check my surroundings before the shot went up. And they had the special ed class lined up below the hoop.
They had your class out?
No, a different class, man.
Remind me, this is special ed, so this is like the special needs kids.
The special needs kids, yep. They had the special needs kid lined up under the hoop.
No.
And unfortunately enough, I airball this basketball and happened to dome this special needs kid right inside the head.
Oh my gosh.
And it didn't go well. I'm out on the court. Whole school sees me. Whole school knows that I just hit this special ed kid in the head.
You are probably just hated upon at that very moment.
You think Cooper's going to hell?
At that particular time, yeah.
I think there's a good chance.
I've since repented.
At least, yeah. At least
mistakes.
Yeah.
I feel bad still to this day.
Hey.
I wish I knew the kid's name to check up on him, but sadly, it might have been. Who knows? I never caught a name. I just tried to jump back in my seat as fast as I could, but I don't think it's fast enough.
They caught you.
Everyone still saw me. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
That's really unfortunate, dude.
It was an unfortunate time in my life.
Kind of similar story. Somebody threw a ball. They airballed it as well. They called out to me just to turn around. I didn't know, and then all of a sudden, I just see this ball. Wham!
Wait, was it Cooper?
Do you think that could have been me?
No. No. So it was a dude. It's a dude that I went to junior high with. He's cool. I don't know who the heck knows what happened to this kid right after, right? But anywho, he called out my name. I turned around and I nearly black out.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's nuts, actually. You're lucky.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think my most embarrassing moment is, Tom Wilson.
Old Tom.
Old Tom, yeah.
Tom, would love him.
Good guy. Well, it was 9th grade, and I just moved to Salem, and Tom was like my only friend at the time. And Tom invited me to go watch the Super Bowl at his house. His family's throwing a Super Bowl party.
Okay.
And so I go, and there's great food. There's shrimp cocktail. There's
all the
chips.
Yeah,
there's cookies. There's, oh my gosh, all the good food, man.
Whole 9 yards.
Right, and a lot of good people, right? So we're sitting there watching the game, and I'm sitting by Tom, okay? And Tom gets up, leaves, goes to the kitchen. And I'm just sitting on the couch, just chilling.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, someone comes, sits right next to me. Doesn't look at me. I can tell. I can see with my peripheral vision.
Was it a woman or a guy?
A woman sits right next to me. She, without looking at me, right, puts a blanket over me and puts her head on my shoulder.
Was this... Okay, obviously this is way before bracket and all that.
Oh, yeah, way before this. I was in 9th grade. I was just a wee little lad.
Did you even know this woman?
So listen. So I was 14 years old, and I was like, what the heck? So I look over like this, real slowly to my left.
Mm-hmm.
Who is laying on my shoulder? Come to find out, it was Tom's mother.
You serious?
Needless to say,
Okay.
it was an accident. Okay, so what happened was she didn't look, like I said, she didn't look at me. She just sat down, put a blanket on me, and put her head on my shoulder.
Didn't give a crap whatsoever.
And I kid you not. And let me say this about Tom. If you don't know Tom's mom, she is an amazing, amazing lady. She was like, growing up in high school, she's like a second mom to me. She's awesome. Okay. So awesome. But this is the first time I ever met his mom. So the first time I ever met Tom's mom, she cuddled with me. And so... and I'm sitting there, right? And I'm like, is this just how their family is? Like, what do I do? I was bright red because I was so embarrassed. I didn't know what to do.
What the
She's
heck?
laying on my shoulder, and I'm like, I look over at Tom's little brother, Max, and Max is just dying laughing.
I kind of figured.
And then Tom walks into the room, and he's like, he stops, looks at it, he's like, Mom, what are you doing?
She's like,
And she looks up, looks at me, and she's like, oh my gosh. Because she thought I was Tom. And so she got us mixed up. She thought I was Tom. So that's probably my most embarrassing moment.
That is a good story, dude. That's actually... Okay, to be honest, I wouldn't consider that embarrassing. I just think that was just... She, like you said, she just mistaked you as Tom.
But it was embarrassing for me.
Well, you know, if it's embarrassing, well, you know, you can't really, you know, knock that off. It's gonna be etched in your memory, dude.
It's etched, man. It's etched, sketched, scratched, engraved.
There you go.
All the above.
Speaking of Tom, how is he? You know.
We actually were just with Tom just a couple
hours
hours ago. Spent
Really?
the night with him.
Oh, okay.
We went ice fishing last night out to Fish Lake. Went up there, took a tent out on the ice.
Nice.
Slept on the ice.
Drilled some holes.
Fished.
Dropped a couple lines in the water.
Little cool, you know.
It was cold.
And
It was freaking cold.
these guys were a little colder than most.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they weren't the most prepared. That's
I was 100% prepared until I grabbed the wrong sleeping bag. So instead of grabbing my 0 degree, actually my negative 15 rated sleeping bag, I grabbed my 55 degrees summer sleeping bag. And so I'm like,
So you're freezing.
I was so cold, and we were on cots, right? And we have a big, nice buddy heater, but our ice tent only was just barely fit the 3 cots, and so there's no room for the heater. So
Jeez.
it was probably one of the coldest nights of my life. It was cold, brother.
And I wasn't even cold.
You were fine. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
I
sure,
was
right?
doing good.
Yeah, Cooper was snoring. He was out like a light, brother. But we went fishing, and Tom didn't catch anything.
Okay.
So shout out Tom.
Tom, we love you.
Get him next time.
Yep.
Are you a fisherman, Jesse?
I don't really do much. I ain't the biggest outdoorsman or anything like that. But you know, like if I like for me, driving for me, I think that's what I consider as
But
outdoors.
put fish in a taco and you're gonna eat that boy.
Pretty much.
Let me ask you this: fish tacos or al pastor?
You got me there, man. I want to say a bit of both, but
Gotta choose one.
Al pastor.
Yeah,
Al
I like
pastor.
al pastor. You know al pastor is that like the sweet pork.
Yeah,
See, I'm a big fish guy. I think
I don't hate.
fish.
I like fish too. Fish is good.
For me, if I want to have a fish, it has to be salmon.
Salmon.
I think decent, good sized salmon, good to go.
Gotcha.
You know.
I spent 2 weeks in Alaska fishing for salmon this year.
King salmon?
I didn't actually catch any king salmon, but yeah.
Them suckers are huge though.
Those are some big boys.
Yeah.
They're about big as you, brother.
So, speaking of the outdoors and different animals and such, Jesse, this is kind of a random question, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts on it.
Go ahead.
What is the largest animal that you think you could take in a fight?
Good question. Don't be modest here.
In a fight?
Hand-to-hand combat. Animals coming at you. What's the biggest, baddest animal you think you can take?
Dogs included.
Dogs included.
Probably a wolf.
You can take a wolf.
I could probably take on a wolf.
So a wolf is coming at you.
If a wolf's coming at me, I'm sorry, but it's gonna get kneed in the chest really hard. Because if you can look, they don't have long arms. They can't really, and they don't have thumbs either. You know. So they got a big old freaking head. Yes, I get that. It's gonna hurt if they bite you. It will hurt like a mother bear. It's gonna hurt. You knee them in the chest. That's gonna get them out of your way really quick.
What if it comes back though?
Comes back, do
What
it
if the
again.
hungry wolf?
If not, if you got a gun on you, then shoot his butt, dude. That's all you gotta do.
Would you rather shoot him in the butt or the heart?
Either in the heart or probably in the head.
Not in the butt though.
The butt's not gonna do nothing. I mean, it's gonna feel like a bite in the butt, but yeah, it's not really gonna do nothing. You know.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really impressed, man. I don't think I could even take a wolf myself.
So you're saying a wolf's coming at you, you get your dominant knee,
Yeah.
drive it right into his chest.
Right into the diaphragm, you know, of the ribs. You know, for me, because, I mean, did 10 years of boxing, so I figured, well, you know, the best way how to stop somebody trying to kill you or try to injure you, shortness of breath. That's what I kind of figured. You hit them in the ribs, they're not going to breathe as good, so they're going to have raggedy breathing.
Do you know where the wolf's ribs are, though?
It's that big...
Think you can find them?
Probably.
Just knee them right in the ribs. Huh?
You know, it's right there. It's just right below the front arms, you know. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, should be there.
I like it.
I like it, too.
Mm-hmm. Fun stuff.
And you were also a boxer, you said.
Yes.
I didn't know this about you.
Yeah, so I did that for
10 years, huh?
For quite a while. But about like my eighth or ninth year doing it, my body's like, I think you ought to consider stopping, you know?
Did you ever, like, box in any competitions or anything like that?
Sparring.
Just all sparring?
Sparring. Yeah, sparring, I would say sparring is a bit tougher on your body than it is competition-wise. Competition-wise, okay, yeah, you're going to see blood.
Right.
You know, headaches and all that, you know.
All that jazz.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, sparring, you know, it just gets you prepared, basically. You know, and you'll fight, you know, you'll fight little guys, you'll fight guys that are, you know, the same size as you, or you're going to fight guys that are freaking monsters, you know?
Right.
And, yeah.
Did anyone ever compare you to Canelo Alvarez?
Not even.
Oh.
No, I don't think I'm on that shade of skin. He's a bit whiter than a usual Latino.
Mm-hmm.
First time I ever heard of him, and the first time I heard him speak Spanish, I'm like, what the freak?
Did you ever know Zeke Mangum?
Yes.
Did you know they're actually lost long brothers? It's a big theory, but
I think that could be the case. That could be the case. Zeke, you gotta tell us, man. Is he? I mean, you went to Mexico. Maybe you were out there just trying to meet him.
It's true.
Could be the case.
We might need a DNA test.
Probably.
would you be willing to facilitate this DNA test?
If Zeke's willing to sit down with me and talk about it, maybe. But I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon.
Do you think it'd be beneficial to get Jace Dykes on the podcast and you guys can just talk it out, like, you know, just really dissect what happened and just kind of go from there?
What happened during the night, or what happened from the Friendsgiving?
Yeah. Or do you think you just like leave it in the past?
We might as well just leave it in the past. I mean, at this point, I'm like, it's in the past, whatever.
Right.
And it's freaking.
Is there still hard feelings, or have you forgiven him?
Not at all. I still forgive. He's a good man.
It's good to hear.
Yeah.
Case is a good man.
Yeah, you know.
He's a great man.
Anger and resentment can take you so far until you gotta learn how to let go.
Yeah.
That's what I had to learn.
Only know you've been high when you're in the road.
I don't know that song, man. I don't know it. Man, but no, it's you know, over the course of my life, I think I learned a lot. I want to say.
What's some of the most, I guess, influential things you think you've learned over the course of your life?
Well, you know, I think I want to say however long ago it was. I said, you know, just be nice to people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing too is, can't judge a book by its cover.
I like that.
You can't.
You can't.
You just can't. Back then, I was, you know, one of the most judgmental jackwagons around.
Really?
I did not like anybody.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So what changed?
The wake-up call for that, I want to say, probably 2017.
2017.
Yeah. Christmas.
Defining year.
Yeah, I want to say probably Christmas of 2017. I think it was a Sunday. And I think it was when I went to a hospital with my dad, just giving out sacrament, you know.
Yeah.
You know, bread and water, all the goody goodies. And that kind of changed my perspective of people a little bit. So yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Jesse, we don't want to take much more of your time. Before we go, do you have anything you want to say to the viewers or your crowd of fans, very quick?
You know, just be nice to people. You know, if people want to be a truck driver, then go ahead. It might work out for people. It might not.
Yep.
This is something that I've been wanting to do since I was a little boy. You know, nobody in my family's ever done truck driving whatsoever. Oh man, you know, what else? And
We should do a segment, Trucking with Jesse.
Talking with Jesse?
if you feel inspired to do that, go ahead. You know,
All right.
I'm always down to try something new.
I have a lot of faith in you.
Maybe you could send us just a little clip of you on the road or something.
I mean,
Throw it in here.
a lot of
Trucking with Jesse.
A lot of drivers do that, you know, and hopefully, you know, I get invited back to your show again.
Well, we'd love to have you back, brother.
I would like that very much, you know.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, and
Yeah, we had a great time with you.
yeah,
Come on.
you're the man. You're the man with the plan, brother.
Hey,
All right.
Oh, thank you guys.
That was a good podcast.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.